Namaste and welcome to our de-stress and rest program with the first practice, equilibrium. Let's go ahead and start from two toes stretch. Place your toes beneath your feet and sit on your heels. This should be a convenient place, but not always is the case. So if the pose is too intense for you, you can lower yourself down and help yourself with the hands. Make sure here your heart is upright and your back is straight. If the starting position here is not enough stretch for your feet, you can place your hands behind you like this. You will feel deeper stretch. I will choose to stay in the middle. And now let's close our eyes. Deeply inhale from the nose, out the mouth, let it go. Again, inhale from the nose, out the mouth, let it go. Third and the last time, inhale from the nose, out the mouth, let it go. And allow yourself to arrive on the mat. Allow yourself to let all roles and responsibilities fade away and make sure in this time that you've chosen to solely devote to yourself, you will be free from all the thoughts, worries, dreams, and everything that excites your mind. In these 30 minutes, make sure your breath will be the anchor of the mind. The ultimate goal in this practice, and always in yoga, is to combine the mind, the breath, and the body. Today's practice aims to take us on a deeper level. Through the physical sensations of our body, we will explore our internal world. This is the time solely devoted to you. Make sure you are fully invested in the practice. Now blink your eyes open or keep staying with the eyes closed. We'll be in this pose for about 3 minutes. And let me first introduce you to the key 3 principles in Yin Yoga that we will respect in this program. Number 1 is to find your edge. In each and every asana, make sure you challenge yourself with love and gentle care. The second principle is time. We will be holding these deep floor stretches for 3 to 5 minutes. And the third principle is stillness. Still body leads to steady breath. And steady breath helps us calm down the mind. Let's slowly move forward. Place your hands on the mat, and now place your toes on the mat, but carefully. You may feel some pain. Now sit on your heels, and here you can place your hands behind you. Make sure your heart is open like this. And again, you can close your eyes. We will proceed with ankles stretch now. If this place is not very convenient for you, you can again stay in Vajrasana in the middle like this. or if you feel that you can allow yourself deeper stretch of the ankles, place your palms behind you. Today's practice aims to deliver on our hips opener, our knees stretch, and lower back pain release. On a subtle level, the practice works with kidney and bladder meridian, and kidneys are known in Chinese medicine as the place which balance the opposite forces of yin and yang. And this is also the place where is the vital force called Jing is being stored. With age, we are losing our Jing, the vital energy. With this practice, we will stimulate the meridian which runs throughout our body, and will increase the life force in our body. Close your eyes and make sure your mind follows the breath. Bring your attention to the breath. Find the place where you feel it most intense and try to stay focused there. In yoga, as any yoga practice, is healing for our body and our mind. In yoga, more than any other practice, we work with the mind. And our mind can be our best friend or our biggest enemy. It's a matter of choice to listen to the agenda that the mind runs, or to create the agenda that the mind will obey. So let's start by bringing the attention of the mind in the breath, and give your mind the task to simply observe. If your eyes are closed, slowly open your eyes and lift yourself up. Pass through the center, stay as you are, and come on your knees and palms. Move slowly in this practice. Place your wrists beneath your shoulders, ankles beneath the hips. And from here, let's place our palms flat on the mat, like this. Place your right palm on the mat, and then place the left palm on the mat. This might be intense if this is the first time for you in this pose and it feels very intense. You can do it gradually, starting with the right palm first, and then in the middle of the practice you will switch the palms. In the beginning, this is what you can do. Or if you feel your hands flexible enough, you can reverse both palms like this. And again, close the eyes and feel the stretch of the palms. Each pose has 3 stages. The first stage is to find the alignment in the pose. The second stage is to reconnect the breath with the mind. And the third stage is to surrender in the pose. The quality of your practice has everything to do with your ability to surrender. The more you let go on the mat, the better you will feel, and the sooner you will notice the effect of the practice. Our aim in this practice is to release the tension that we have collected in our body and to switch from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic nervous system. And the parasympathetic nervous system is the one that is our rest and digest mode. To switch from fight and flight to rest and digest. This stress and rest program is specially designed to help you release the tension and help you switch easily from sympathetic to parasympathetic nervous system, which will automatically lead you to improved sleep quality. Now, reverse your palms steadily. Give them time. And once you feel yourself stable enough, let's inhale and exhale with few cat and cow movements. Inhale, lift your hips and head up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, head and hips up. Exhale, belly sky. Continue in your own rhythm. Next time you come to the center, release, and let's cross the legs behind us and sit on the mat. Let's come to butterfly pose. Place your feet next to each other. Sit as closely as you can to your feet. Grab your ankles or your feet and straighten your back. Always in yoga, we prioritize the back and then the extremities come second. So choose the variation that suits you best. Open your legs, and again you can choose to close your eyes. Every time you close the eyes, you save up to 30% of the consumed energy of the brain to process the data that comes from the side of the senses. So close the eyes and welcome to butterfly pose. Despite of the fact that butterfly pose is base hip opener in yoga, it must be avoided from people who had recent surgeries or injury in the area of knees, hips, or pelvic region, or lower back. Also, in case you had surgery related with kidneys and stomach, you should avoid this practice. Butterfly pose can be very beneficial pose for women specifically in their monthly period, for pregnant women, and it's also very good pose for the menopause, it naturally massages our reproductive organs and reduces the discomfort and pain which we may have in the monthly period. Also helps the hormonal balance in the menopause and the pregnancy period. It is believed that performing this pose on a daily basis for pregnant women can significantly decrease the pain during delivery. So it's not only one of the best poses to open up the hips, and open hips are prerequisite for more advanced yoga asanas, but it's also very beneficial pose for our reproductive organs. Yin Yoga is the style in yoga in which we work with the flexibility of the body. One of the physical benefits of Yin Yoga is that it leads to higher mobility, flexibility, and pliability on the physical level. On emotional level, it releases many of the old emotions that have not been processed easily. And on a mental level, it's a very good practice for the mind, as I already said, but it also helps us release the mental load that we tend to keep with us. It is already proven that the bad sleep pattern is often ruled by our inability to find enough time to rest. An average person is active around 15 hours a day, and we tend to forget to stop and rest for the moment. This brings to hypertension that really disturbs our sleep pattern. In this program, Distress and Stress, I hope you have the discipline to show on the mat minimum 4 times per week, so that you feel the positive effect of these yoga practices to the quality of your sleep. If you are here with me, you probably experience difficulties with your sleep. And I promise you, after 2 months of regular practice, you will noticeably see significant changes in the quality of your sleep. Now let's slowly release the hands and straighten the left leg. Bring your right feet in the very beginning of the left leg. Inhale, lift your hands up, stretch your back and slowly lean forward. Here you can grab your shin, your ankle or the feet. See how far you can go in this asana, but don't press yourself too much. Remember the first rule. And here, try, when you lean forward, try to lean from your lower back. Okay, from the lower back. Push your hips backwards and lean forward. Avoid this type of curving your back as I'm showing you, because this will bring additional tension in your back. Always keep your heart lifted and lean forward, press yourself down from the lower back. And again, it doesn't matter how deep you will be in the pose. What truly matters is how still your mind will be in the pose. So find your place and surrender in the pose. Half butterfly is another powerful hip opener. We continue with opening the hips while stretching the back side of the left leg in this specific case. This pose is also good for the reproductive organs as butterfly, and still should be avoided from people who suffer from severe back pain. So in case you have severe back pain, please avoid this pose. You can sit with the straight back, just having your right hip open, or use a bolster to lean on. You can again choose to close your eyes and stay in the pose as such. Allow your breath to be the anchor of the mind. If your eyes are closed, let's slowly blink the eyes open and start to lift yourself, and let's switch sides. Straighten the right leg and bend the left leg. Place your feet in the very bottom of the right leg. Again, lift yourself here, inhale, and slowly lean forward and find the modification that suits you best today. And again, here you can close the eyes or stay with the eyes open. Yin Yoga is the style in yoga which is one of the most recent styles, initiated by Jing in the 1970s in the United States. Jing had one student called Paul Greeley, who combined Polish Taoist yoga with Hatha yoga and Chinese meridians system in a practice that eventually is called Yin Yoga today. To understand Yin Yoga, we must understand the ancient Taoist philosophy, and the ancient philosophy of Taoists in its core has the principle of the two opposing forces, Yin and Yang, and their combined nature. According to the Taoist philosophy, Yin and Yang energies are the central energies of everything that exists on planet Earth, and they can only function when they are perfectly combined and balanced. Yin and Yang are like dark and light, sun and moon, heavy and light, good and bad. Both energies are always together, and Yang feeds Yin and Yin feeds Yang. This is the base of Yin Yoga, which can be perfect complement to any Yang activities, any other form of fitness that you may do. Yin Yoga will perfectly deliver on the flexibility of your body, and also will deliver on the overall balance and equilibrium of your organism. If the eyes are closed, blink them open and start to slowly lift yourself up, and let's go to windshield wipers. Place your feet on the mat, place your hands behind you, and let both knees drop down to the right. Bring them up and let them go down to the left. You can help yourself with the arms, or you can lift your hands and use your abdominal muscles here to do this hip rotation. And let's bring some yang in our yin practice, because it's all about balance, as we said. Few more, don't be in a hurry. We need to move slow in these practices. This is enough. And now lay down on your back for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Close the eyes. You can choose to open your palms to the ceiling in a gesture of receptivity, or if you want to feel more grounded, you can place them on the floor. Close the eyes, deeply inhale from the nose, out the mouth, exhale, and let it all go. Deeply inhale from the nose, out the mouth, let it go. And give yourself the right to fully rest in these last 2 minutes. If you are at home and doing the practice right before you go to bed, you can slide in bed and have your Shavasana there. If not, stay with me for this last resting minutes of probably the most important pose of this practice, Shavasana. Inhale from the nose, out the mouth, let it go. Start to slowly move your fingers, your toes, and help yourself to rotate your body and lay down on your left side to honor our Yin for a few moments. Breathe here. And you can keep your eyes open, closed, and you can keep your eyes closed. Place your right arm on the floor and help yourself to lift your body to our final cross-legged seated position. Bring your hands in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. Close the eyes Straighten your back. Allow your chin to go slightly down in a gesture of humility. Bring the eyes in front of the forehead for clarity of thoughts. Bring them down in front of the lips for thoughtfulness of speech. And bring them in front of the heart for consistency of actions led by the heart. Lower yourself down and give yourself gratitude for the inspiration that took you to the mat, the effort that you made on the mat, and the goodness of this practice. Lift yourself up and give yourself gratitude. Feel the gratitude from the bottom of your heart. Blink your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you for your practice.